Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm honored to be part of this year's World Government Summit's Forum on Collaborative Models for Development, hosted by the Office of the Development Affairs of the UAE Presidential Court. Thank you for allowing me to lend my voice to the discussions on how to shape a better future for our fellow men. Unfortunately, I'm not going to talk about the SGT and all that because that's beyond my pay grade, but I will just talk about my personal experiences. Over the past couple of years, the Philippines has stepped up in its participation in the WGS. This is in line with President Marcos's, my husband's, directive to encourage all Filipinos to work together for a new Philippines, one that reflects the best of who we are. I'm joined here by some of our cabinet secretaries who are at the forefront of this effort. And over the next few days, you will have the opportunity to exchange views with them on how they have been reaching out to our people in order to bring about changes that can be seen, felt, and actually enjoyed. As First Lady, I have had the privilege of working with both the public and private sectors to help bring about changes in our society. Our efforts may not be that grand as the UAE, but they have definitely helped to make an impact on those who need it most. So let me take this opportunity to share 3 personal experiences which are close to my heart and which I believe are relevant to our discussions today. The first is education. And I don't know why they put the slide too early, but for the past 28 years, I have been a law professor in public schools all over the country. There's a reason why I'm saying this, not to burst my bubble, but I made it a point to purposely teach the same class of students for 4 years straight, from the time they enroll as first-year law students until their 4th year, which is when they finally graduate from law school, take the bar, and become fully fledged lawyers. By teaching the same batch of students for 4 consecutive years, I've witnessed the transformation of my students from shy and nervous play of words of love and laboratory. So every week, we select a city and bring laboratory services to the communities via mobile clinics. Again, we're kind of small time compared to other countries, but we are accompanied by several doctors, nurses, and other healthcare personnel who volunteer their services for free. A week before the event, they go around the nearby areas and provide free medical and dental services, plus medicines and vitamins to communities where access to medical equipment and other resources are limited. This is in keeping with the words of my husband when he says that government must bring medical services to the people and not the other way around. So what started as a project that provided free medical services grew into a caravan that offered the business mentorships, legal services, scholarships, seedlings for farmers, and much more. So eventually, our Lab for All project became a one-stop shop for all sorts of services. And I can't even begin to tell you how heartwarming it is when you see the grateful smiles of the thousands of beneficiaries that come to our program. This wouldn't have been made possible were it not for the collaborative help of our private sector partners who happily shared their resources to make this project a success. So the third and last item I want to talk about was the environment. For those of you who had visited our country, you would know that the capital of the Philippines is Manila. Earlier, I was talking to some women who wanted to move to Manila or to the beaches of the Philippines. Anyway, surrounding our city is this bustling 27-kilometer river that has had a cultural and economic significance to our people. Unfortunately, no one really took care of the river and its environs. And over the years, it has become a sight for sore eyes. It was polluted, dirty, stinky, and every other adjective you could think of. So 2 years ago, my husband formed an interagency committee whereby various government agencies would regularly meet with the sole purpose of finding ways and means to bring our river back to life. Slowly but surely, we were able to construct an esplanade where everyone from all walks of life could bike, stroll, break bread along the river. And now, thanks to the assistance provided by the UAE, especially Clean Rivers, which is an Earth Zayed initiative. Thank you very much again. We just signed the MOU earlier. We will be able to clean our river and hopefully make it a showcase, much like the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok or the Seine in Paris. This is another project where government and private sector work together to refurbish public spaces and instill pop-up eateries for the enjoyment of all. Hopefully, these improvements will be completed in time for our country's hosting of the ASEAN next year. So these are but three examples of how genuine cooperation between government and the private sector can help achieve change that is sustainable, meaningful, and inclusive. As I've always said, government cannot do it alone. We need to work closely with the private sector if we are going to make a meaningful change. So, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I still have 2 minutes left. Allow me to thank you for the opportunity to share my experiences on collaborative engagement. I wish you all the success in our discussions on how we can develop our individual countries through meaningful collaboration. Shukran. Thank you.